Talk about the crowd today.
Yeah, it was awesome. I think one of the things that about Gamble is that you really notice how many people are there and when it's really filled and everyone feels like the crowd's right on top of you. It's super loud and, it was a great game. The fans were great.
After what happened last year, were you guys intent on making sure you put this one away early?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's always something that's going to motivate us. But, we knew what we did against them the other game too, and we wanted to make sure we came out and made a statement as a defensive team overall just for whatever's coming up.
You guys, you don't look like a team that's wounded and injured and hobbling along. Are you guys just putting it out of your minds come game time, or are you guys feeling a little bit better?
I think every season, by the time it gets to this point, people are always going to have something that's bothering them, and it's part of a mindset. And I know for some of the older guys and people who've played before, it's much easier for us to focus on a game and not focus on anything else that's bothering us. But I think it's just knowing you got to play through things and figuring out how to do that. I think we've done a pretty good job of that all season, and just I think always knowing that each of us are like, well, it could be worse. We could be not playing, so we're all happy to be out there and we're going to play as hard as we can no matter what.
72% from the field. I think you were 90-something% in the third quarter. What do you attribute to that kind of shooting?
We've been shooting well in practice, and I think today was just a good game. I think it's always great to have that kind of a crowd and be in your home gym. That helps, but we've just been taking shots that we've all been practicing, and I don't think anyone really took a bad shot today, which is good that we're getting people in the right spots, in the right positions, and it can kind of be any one of us that can step up and hit a shot.
After the Memphis game, your eye was completely red. Now looking at it, looks almost normal. Does that help you when you're out there and threes go in a little easier when you can actually see the basket?
Ever since after the Texas game it swelled, but then after that it was fine, and my vision's been fine. But I like to pretend sometimes in practice. I'm like, oh, I couldn't see. Sorry, and my vision's fine.
Megan has put together several good games in a row. Is she starting to figure things out?
Yeah, definitely. I think this is the time of year that you kind of see that jump from some freshmen or from some players that have been struggling throughout the beginning of the year, because you're kind of starting to figure out fully what he wants. And I think for her, she found out that if she wasn't doing certain things, she was going to end up on the bench, and she doesn't want to do that, and she could really help us. So once she figured that out, she's starting to play much more comfortable, and you can see it out there. I think everyone can see how she handles the ball, and just the shots she makes are pretty tough shots. So we all know she's a really talented player, and just getting into how she fits in with our offense and how she fits in every single day in practice was the biggest thing.
You don't have Crystal for some practices. You missed a lot of practices. Gabby misses a lot of practices. You just shot 72% against a pretty good team. Can you explain that?
We try to get extra shots up, clearly stationary, and I know Crystal does some stuff every other day, shooting, just try to keep on top of everything. But I think it's just one of those games where we all felt great, and we were feeding off each other's energy, because definitely in practice, for me, yesterday I shot well, but a couple practices after the Temple game and during the Memphis game, you don't get as good of a feel for the ball when you haven't been playing live and all that. But today, when you're playing with each other and you can feel that energy just on the court, it definitely helps.
How much does it help to have Gabby feeling a little bit better, or just putting things out of her mind? When she plays well, you guys really click.
Yeah, it's huge. She does things for us that no one else can do, and no one else in the country can really do consistently. And when she's playing well, it kind of is the motor that gets us all going. And she does things on defense, offense, makes some of the best passes that I've seen. And it's something that you really admire as a player, and she works her butt off every single day. So it's really important for us to have her and even Kia when they're playing like that.
You guys have been beat up the last couple of weeks, obviously. To feel as though at one point it was just a 5-person rotation, now you're up to 7 now, 8 now, and as coach is trying to get a couple more players off the bench. How great of a feel is that for you guys to know that you can actually take a breather for a couple minutes, catch your breath, get back out there, and continue to play like you did, especially in that third quarter?
Yeah, it's huge. It's really important for us to be able to kind of rotate people in, and especially when people shouldn't be playing as many minutes and getting that break, it helps a lot because then we all know that we can go 100% when we're in there and that we'll have someone to back us up so that we can get a quick break or we can get just a breather real quick. And when we have, Meg and Z playing that way, it's and being comfortable out there, I think that's the biggest thing. We feel like we have a rotation that we feel confident in, that no matter who we sub in, we're still going to be able to figure it out.